With my friends, I will going to work out seriously.
Okay, that's Kumaraswamy accepting defeat gracefully, as most Indian politicians do. Joining me now also on our panel is Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, senior journalist, who did a defining documentary a little while ago on the Bellary Reddys and the mining mafia of Karnataka. I can tell you that the Bellary Reddys have more or less bitten the dust, although Sriram Mallu, who is related to the family, is now leading in his Bellary seat. Joining me also is Chandan Mitra, BJP Rajya Sabha MP and editor-in-chief of the Pioneer. Also Rajeev Chandrasekhar, member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha and industrialist, joins me. But Chandan Mitra, I've been getting mixed views from the BJP. Some BJP leaders now openly admitting that big mistakes were made, including driving out and humiliating Yediyurappa. Would you also be in that group which believes that that was a big mistake to humiliate him?
No, I don't belong to any group, and I don't wish to be part of this campaign or that campaign. I can only say it is a very unfortunate, sad day for the BJP. We had been vested with the trust of the people of Karnataka, the first southern state that reposed faith in BJP, and we failed to rise to their aspirations. We must internalize the lessons of our failures in Karnataka and ensure that next time when we come back, which I am very sure we will, because people will be fed up of the Congress very soon, we must then set up a model government as we have done in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh.
But who would you hold accountable? If you are accepting that you failed to measure up to people's expectations, who do you hold accountable for what went wrong with the BJP in the last 5 years?
No, there is no one person who can be held accountable for a failure of this magnitude. It is not one person scoring a self-goal. I think everybody together, local leadership was deficient. The central leadership may have misjudged a few sentiments of the state. And I think we failed to take timely action in many areas. And at the same time, we failed to focus on good governance. That is the primary responsibility. Successive chief ministers, I think, failed to do so, and we have paid the price.
You paid the price for that. Rajeev Chandrasekhar, do you get a sense that this is a revulsion against corruption or 5 years of misrule which has resulted in this verdict?
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. I think Chandan said it right. I think there was clearly mal-governance. Corruption was a symptom of it. And, I think the BJP had a great opportunity to do some good and establish some, standards of governance. But they squandered that opportunity and they've paid the price. People have a habit of reminding politicians when they do wrong and, when they don't do what they promise to do. So out they go and here comes a new government.
Do you hold faith in this new government? Do you believe that this new government will end this kind of vicious cycle of corruption that Karnataka finds itself in?
Well, I think whoever is going to be the new chief minister and his team of ministers, they should take note of what the people of Karnataka have done to the previous government. And if they choose to follow the same path, they will suffer the same fate. I think the Congress campaign in Karnataka on a promise of giving good governance and development, that was all the advertisement and the communication said that. And I suspect that people will hold them to it. And if they deviate from that promise, they will pay the consequences that most politicians pay for breaking promises.
They will pay the consequences for breaking promises. Chandan, the sense one gets is that the BJP believes this is a Karnataka-specific verdict, that it has no national implications. Do you believe that the BJP needs to recognize certain national implications, particularly if the anti-Congress vote gets divided?
No, on that specific point, I'll go along with you. That if the anti-Congress vote gets divided, then definitely it is a bad thing for the BJP. But I think the lesson that needs to be learnt is that, local issues always dominate and overshadow larger national issues when people of a state go to the vote. But when it comes to voting for parliament, and Karnataka itself has shown this earlier, people don't necessarily go by the same judgment. So the national issues mattered less to the people of Karnataka. Local issues were uppermost. And we have seen this again and again. Places where we thought we will win, we have lost. Places where Congress thought they would win, they have lost. because people give primacy to local conditions. They are electing a government for their own state.
Right.
They are less concerned, but I don't say unconcerned about what's going on in Delhi. And let the 2014 Lok Sabha election come, Rajdeep, I can assure you, you will see a very different result as we saw in Delhi some 12 years ago.
Can I ask you before I come back to my panel, is that 2014 election going to be fought under the leadership of Narendra Modi? Will that process now get accelerated as a result of this debacle?
Rajdeep, since morning, yours is the third program I am appearing, and I have been asked the same question, and I have to give the same stock reply. The decision is yet to be taken, and
where your journalist hat?